My beloved child. Some people believe their actions carry no weight. They think words disappear. Manipulation disappears. Cruelty disappears. But life has a way of returning truth to the people who tried to escape it. Pause. The message in your title is not about revenge. It is about consequences. Awareness. The painful moment someone realizes they caused harm to a heart that never deserved it. That realization changes people deeply. My beloved child. There were moments when you questioned yourself. You wondered why certain people acted cold, why kindness was repaid with disrespect, why honesty was met with manipulation, why your peace seemed to disturb them. That confusion hurt, because good-hearted people often blame themselves first. Think honestly tonight. How many times did you stay soft while someone else stayed careless? How many times did you explain yourself to people already committed to misunderstanding you? How many nights did you carry emotional pain that nobody around you fully noticed? That weight was real. My beloved child. The phrase, "their evil backfired," means this: the negativity they carried outward eventually affected them inwardly. Because bitterness changes people. Dishonesty creates heaviness. Manipulation creates instability. And living without peace becomes exhausting over time. This is not punishment from heaven. It is emotional consequence. Pause. Many people believe hurting others gives them power. But eventually, they must live with the energy their actions created. The tension, the guilt, the emptiness, the constant need to justify themselves. That becomes its own suffering. My beloved child. The hell in your title symbolizes inner turmoil. The emotional chaos people experience when truth finally reaches them. When distractions stop working. When silence gets louder. When they realize, I damaged someone genuine. That awareness can shake a person deeply. Think honestly tonight. What kept me from becoming bitter after everything I survived? Your faith? Your growth? Your compassion? Your decision to heal instead of hate? That answer matters. Because surviving pain without becoming cruel is rare strength. My beloved child. Do not celebrate anyone's downfall. Celebrate your healing. Celebrate the fact that darkness did not turn you dark. Because the greatest victory is not watching others suffer. It is refusing to lose yourself while surviving difficult people. Pause. You thought you were losing during those painful moments. But quietly, you were building emotional strength they never understood. And now, the same peace they disturbed in you is the peace they struggle to find within themselves. If you stayed until this moment, Maybe something became lighter inside your heart tonight. Maybe you realized you survived without becoming bitter. If this message brought you peace, clarity, or emotional healing, you can support through the QR code on screen or the link in the description and pinned comment. There is never pressure. Some support with $20, $50, or $100, and many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing with 5 people. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly goal to continue creating authentic, meaningful messages that truly help people emotionally. Thank you for being here. Because sometimes one message tonight helps someone choose healing instead of hate. Part 2: The peace they took from you left them empty. My beloved child, there is something many people do not understand. Until it is too late. When you hurt someone genuine, you do not walk away unchanged. Pause. In part 1, you saw the consequences beginning. Not revenge. Not fear. But the emotional weight of causing pain to someone who cared sincerely. But tonight, we go deeper. Because what they disrupted in you quietly disappeared from their own life too. My beloved child, there was a season where your energy brought warmth, patience, safety, understanding. You stayed gentle during moments when most people would have walked away. You gave chances. You tried to communicate. You tried to keep peace. And slowly, that emotional effort became invisible to them. That happens sometimes. People stop valuing what feels constantly available. Think honestly tonight. Have you ever watched someone become careless with the very thing that comforted them emotionally? They stopped appreciating your patience, stopped noticing your effort, stopped protecting your feelings carefully, and eventually, they treated your presence like something replaceable. That realization hurts deeply. My beloved child. But now something unexpected is happening. The peace they once received through you is missing from their own life. Conversations feel emptier. Connections feel shallow. Silence feels heavier. Because genuine energy leaves an imprint. And once it is gone, comparison begins naturally. Pause. The phrase, "It backfired," means this. The emotional carelessness they directed outward created emptiness inwardly. Not because life attacked them, because they lost access to something real. And real things are difficult to replace. My beloved child, some people do not understand your value until your calmness is no longer near them, until your reassurance disappears, until your kindness stops reaching them daily. Then suddenly, they notice the emotional absence everywhere. That awareness changes people quietly. Think honestly tonight. What did I give emotionally that they only appreciated after losing it? Peace? Consistency? Loyalty? Gentleness? Understanding? That answer matters deeply. Because genuine love often feels ordinary until it becomes unavailable. My beloved child, do not confuse their regret with your responsibility. You are not required to carry the emotional lessons of others. Your role was growth, healing, learning how to protect your own spirit too. And you did that. Pause. The hell they experience now is not fire. It is realization. The emotional discomfort of understanding what they mishandled. The inner emptiness created when someone loses something meaningful through carelessness. That truth is heavy enough. My beloved child, you thought they moved on untouched. But people carry emotional consequences quietly. And now, the same peace they once overlooked has become the peace they secretly miss most. If you stayed until this moment, maybe something emotional became clearer tonight. Maybe you realized your kindness was never small. If this message brought you peace, clarity, or healing, you can support through the QR code on screen or the link in the description and pinned comment. There is never pressure. Some support with $20, $50, or $100, and many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing with 5 people. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly goal to continue creating authentic, meaningful messages that truly help people emotionally. Thank you for being here. Because sometimes, one message tonight helps someone understand the value they carried all along. Part 3: The moment they could no longer escape the truth. My beloved child, there comes a moment when distractions stop working. Pause. In part 2, you saw the emptiness beginning. The peace they once overlooked, slowly disappearing from their own life. The emotional absence becoming impossible to ignore. But tonight, we reach the turning point. Because truth eventually becomes louder than avoidance. My beloved child, for a while, they stayed busy. They acted unaffected. They convinced themselves everything was fine, that they had moved on emotionally, that what happened between you was not as deep as it truly was. But suppressed truth has a way of returning, especially during silence, especially at night, especially when the heart is finally alone with itself. Think honestly tonight. Have you ever noticed how certain realizations arrive late? Not because they were invisible before, but because someone was not emotionally ready to face them. That is what's happening now. My beloved child, the memories are different now. Not romanticized. Clearer. They remember your patience differently, your kindness differently, the moments you stayed calm while hurting inside, the effort you made to keep the connection alive. And now, they are seeing everything through a new lens. That awareness becomes heavy. Pause. This is the part people rarely talk about. When someone finally understands the emotional damage they caused. They begin replaying moments repeatedly. What they should have said. What they should have protected. What they ignored. What they took for granted. That replay becomes exhausting. Because clarity removes excuses. My beloved child. The phrase, God is showing them, symbolizes awakening. The uncomfortable process of finally seeing reality honestly. Not punishment. Not revenge. Awareness. The kind that changes people deeply. Think honestly tonight. What truth about me did they realize too late? That your loyalty was real? That your heart was genuine? That your patience was rare? That your presence brought peace? That answer matters. Because people often recognize value most clearly after emotional distance arrives. My beloved child. Do not carry hatred. Hatred keeps wounds alive. Instead, carry wisdom. Carry boundaries. Carry the lessons your pain taught you. Because your healing matters more than anyone's regret. Pause. You survived moments that nearly broke your spirit. Yet somehow, you still chose growth over bitterness. That strength is rare. And now, while they are finally confronting the truth honestly, you are learning how to move forward with peace again. That is real transformation. If you stayed until this moment, maybe something settled inside your heart tonight. Maybe you realized that genuine hearts leave lasting impact. If this message brought you peace, clarity, or emotional healing, you can support through the QR code on screen or the link in the description and pinned comment. There is never pressure. Some support with $20, $50, or $100, and many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing with 5 people. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly goal to continue creating authentic, meaningful messages that truly help people emotionally. Thank you for being here. Because sometimes, one message tonight helps someone finally understand their own worth.